So I'm Ruchir Ash. I'm from Kolkata, which is in East India, and I'm 18 right now. The open mic holds a parallel competition across 4 metropolitan cities in India, and the winner of that gets a guest spot on the finals here. So I won the open mic in India, and so yeah, here I am. I don't have any stakes in this, so I'm a lot more chill than a lot more people. So I'm just looking to have fun, yeah.
This guy has come from India to perform for you. Would you please welcome to the stage, Ruchir Ash?
So I've hit the gym recently. Improvement showing, I can finally pick up the microphone. But I'll tell you guys, I've been under a lot of pressure right now, right? My dad wasn't allowing me to come here, and I had to tell my dad, Dad, it's one of the biggest open mic competitions in the world, you gotta let me go. My dad tells me, okay, it's a competition, huh? Okay, if it's a competition, then you can go. But hey, one condition. Yes, sir? You better come first. So that's how it's like in India, right? You just can't beat 1 billion sperms, you have to beat 1 billion people after that, right? So to be funny, I bought a book, okay? And the book told me to be funny, you have to present improbable situations to the audience. So I thought of a few. What if human beings could interact with animals, like in Calvin and Hobbes? So when normal people read Calvin and Hobbes, they think, oh, wow, what a crazy comic. When I read Calvin and Hobbes, I think, how does a 6-year-old know so much? 6 and communism, when I was 6, asking out my first girlfriend was my biggest concern, right? Now I'm 18, asking out my first girlfriend is my biggest concern, but... So I was thinking more improbable situations, right? What if it's hot in winters and cold in summers instead? And when I flew down from India to Australia, I realized that's exactly what happens in the southern hemisphere. So I was running out of improbable situations. I finally thought of one. What if men got pregnant? What if men got pregnant instead of women? And that's so improbable as well as dangerous. Dangerous because it would lead to a collapse of all feminist arguments. But anyway, I'll tell you a bit about myself. I was a little bit of a stupid kid, right? I used to think Anonymous was a real person. I used to think Anonymous was a poet. You, sir, didn't laugh. Do you still think Anonymous is a poet? I'm joking, sir. I'm just taking revenge for Australia beating my country in the World Cup. I couldn't. But either way, I think I was too excited to come to Australia. The moment I set foot, I started saying things like, 1 small step for man, 1 giant leap for mankind, right? I was so excited, it was like discovering a new continent, till I realized it was already inhabited by people. Don't laugh, when Columbus did that, you threw him in the history books, okay? But either way, right, I was reading some ads when I was coming here, some ridiculous ads, right? Pedigree or dog food just got tastier. Who tastes that thing? So I don't have the fear of God within me, right? And my mom's got a huge problem with that. The other day I'm using the computer, Internet Explorer crashes. My mom comes in, you see what happens when you don't believe in God? Internet Explorer doesn't work when I don't believe in God, but Google Chrome works just fine. I mean, it's not just Microsoft, God's given up on Internet Explorer. But it's all right, right? When I'm going to go back to India, I'm not going to win, right? Because I'm not a part of the competition. And you know you're in a second or a third world country when your competition ends when the first world competition starts, right? And I'm not going to win, right? I'm not going to win. And my dad's going to tell me, okay, nothing happened. You sit down and study. I'm like, I'm sorry, Dad. He's like, do math. I'm like, Dad, I'm horrible at math. Everything in life requires math. What are you going to do if you don't know math? You know what, Dad? I'll be a bus driver. What? I'll be a bus driver. I'll take part in the bus races. Okay. Go ahead. Go. Be a bus driver. Seriously, Dad? Yeah. But in those bus races, yes, Dad, you better come first. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Ruchir Ash. Amazing.